Hi, welcome to Zipline. You know, every day my job just gets more and more fun because there are so many great entrepreneurs, innovators, technologists right here in the state of Indiana. I mean, the story just keeps getting told more and more. Silicon Prairie has no ends and bounds, right? So Piping Hot Leads, Travis Hall, the CEO, founder, is on our show today. And Piping Hot Leads has got a very cool go-to-market and very distinct way to track how your marketing is actually doing in real time, gets it to the hands of the salesperson as hot as it can be, right when they need it, right when they're supposed to act on it and convert and do something with it. Travis, what was the why that started Piping Hot Leads?
Thank you, Tony, for that introduction. And why we got started was that we are seeing that successful sales reps in the market were the ones that actually contacted the lead right then and there, not when they're sitting there, an hour, 24 hours, 2 weeks from when a lead comes into the site. It's right when they get the lead right in the door. And what we found is that, they're able to have that conversation with that prospect because we're really in an impatient society today. I mean, we are wanting things now. We're wanting to know, what's with the product. We want to know the services that they have. And, sometimes we just can't find it on the website. Or maybe, it's not to the prospects in their market of in their vertical. And so the sales rep then can have that conversation with the prospect. And we really wanted to make sales reps succeed in the market by getting them the leads to them in real time. That's why we got into business today.
Right. I think there's three things that when I looked at your technology and your business value proposition and what you were doing, there's three things that really come true in your business. And one is speed is the number one characteristic of quality today. So when you can make things happen, when you can respond to a client's need, when you're helping them at that moment of truth, that's when you're going to be that much more effective, both as a salesperson and as a service provider. I mean, being there when they need you. I want my Venti mocha with 2 equal and no whip, and I want it now, right? I mean, that's the society we're in today. And I think that's what you really deliver in a great way. And then working with your clients to understand how to use direct mail to be more cost effective in order to understand how to make that baton toss from marketing to sales. I mean, that's one of the things that you guys are doing that really, marketing has had a bad rep. I mean, we've done an awful job in really making sure that sales follows up and actually gets the money that we've spent and turns that dollar into $5. And I think that's one of the things that your technology does that a lot of people just don't, that it's kind of a lost art. And putting metrics in place, which is the last piece that really makes it happen and understand how what we're doing is actually working. Is that fair?
You're absolutely right, Tony. And we're just bridging that gap between sales and marketing. I mean, we read books, we have blogs, we've got, websites dedicated. How do we do that? And, it's a lot of times that marketing puts a lot of effort into, running these campaigns. We're measuring, we're making sure that the copy is right, that, the colors are right, that, we're reaching the client or the prospects right then and there. But then we get the lead in, and then it sits in a report, or then it sits in Salesforce, or, it takes a while before we throw it over to sales because we've got to scrub the list, sure that, it's right, that the prospect's the right one for the sales team, that the salesperson's not wasting their time. But what we found is, hey, let sales do their job and really connect with those people right then and there and let them weed through that. And that really has made a difference for our clients. Being able to say, hey, all right, I don't have to pull the report right away. That all of a sudden, because what our software does is it sends an email to the sales rep, and it also sends a text message to the sales rep of when that lead hits the website. And that right there then helps the rep say, oh, I can see that it was John Doe who filled out the web form. I see that it was this company. They came through this mailer. So it really actually makes marketing look like a rock star.
Right.
Because now they can say, oh, this campaign's working. And the salespeople are saying, oh, I see that, the mailer that just got sent out that is actually working and is, pulling in the data that they need to for the sales rep. And really, it helps, the prospect to make a decision right then and there, because we find that I was just reading a report that 75% of internet leads that are bought are actually the people that contacted them first.
Right. Yeah.
So the searching on Google, and you don't want your competitor, you don't want your prospect looking at your competitors' websites. You want to be able to contact them right then and there,
right,
and not them sitting there and finding out all different other points about your competitor, what they do.
Right. So I think that just to show I just wanted to kind of close with some numbers, and just to help kind of solidify the value proposition of what you're doing. The average B2B lead right now is $350 to $550 per lead. So when you mismanage, and 30%, 30 to 32% of leads are mismanaged, means they're not captured and they're not converted. So what you're allowing yourself to do is, in real time, in the speed of the now, get this lead to the actual salesperson so there can be an actionable result on that marketing dollar, so marketing can turn that dollar into $5. I mean, that's really the world that we've got to go. And this, using tools like this, it's not a nice to have. It's a must have. It's do it if you're going to spend the kind of money, $350 to $550 on a lead. Why not invest in something like Piping Hot Leads to make sure that you're converting those dollars?
Absolutely. And it's, in this today's market, you've got to be the first to it. The first to the table is going to eat. And we want to make sure that our sales reps are right there using those marketing dollars to maximize, your ROI on all your campaigns and make everybody look like a rock star at the end.
Right here in Indiana, Piping Hot Leads, Travis Hall, you've been Zip.